Guys, today's video is gonna be 10 of the most frequently asked questions about chickens. And be prepared because I will probably run on the questions. So, yeah.
And there's a little question at the end.
Yeah, apparently she's got a question at the end, So, okay. First question from my handy dandy little notepad. The number one question is, do you need a rooster for your chicken, hens, pullets to lay eggs? And the answer is
no.
You do not need a rooster to have your chickens lay eggs. You don't need a rooster. The only time you would need a rooster is if you want to have fertile eggs to hatch them. That's the only time you would need a rooster. Or, I mean, some people have them for protection, but none of my roosters have been very well about protecting the flock. So, either I don't have the right breed or I don't know. But you don't need a rooster to get chicken eggs. Number 2. How many eggs and how long do chickens lay eggs for? Chickens have a cycle of like 24 to 26 hours, so you will get, usually, depending on, weather and their care and all that, you will get one chicken egg every 24 to 26 hours. So, and that just depends on a lot of environmental stuff. So, sometimes you will get a chicken that will lay 2 eggs in one day. But that's not all the time, so don't expect your chickens to lay 2 eggs every single day, because they don't. Sometimes they don't even lay one in one day. They generally will lay an egg 5 days of the week. How long do chickens live? Generally, chickens live for 4 to 5 years. Sometimes less, sometimes more. We've had several chickens that have lived we had one chicken at least that lived over 8 years. And we've had a few chickens that have lived for more than 5 years. Okay, and how much care do chickens need? Honestly, not a whole lot. If they've got food, water, and a, protection, shelter, then they really don't need a lot of care. Sometimes you have to go in and check to make sure none of them got caught in their roosting bars, like we have had to several times. I mean, but you go in and check them, make sure that they're not having any health issues, because chickens have health issues. And how much do chickens cost and where can you buy them? Really depends on the breed. I'm stepping on her foot. Whoops. Anyways, it really depends on the breed on how much they cost. You can get day-old chicks for as little as like $1 or $2. And those are generally, I think, like white leghorns, golden sex links, black sex links. Those general ones are usually on the cheaper end. And they can go all the way up to $15 a chick. And that is I don't know what they're called, the all black chickens. And then, where can you buy them? You can buy them at any feed store. They usually have them. Your mom and pop feed stores, they usually have them. Tractor Supply. I know I don't know if, I know some states have a cow ranch, and a couple other feed stores that I know of. You can also buy them online through a hatchery. So, and they will be mailed to you. But yeah, that's where you can get them. So, what do you need for chicks? I have a video on a cheap, inexpensive chick brooder on what we basically use because we don't have chicks inside for very long because we're in a warmer climate. But it'll work for any climate. So I will link that. But what do you need for chicks? You need chick feed, chick starter. It's a higher percentage feed. You need water. Some people put the, I don't remember what it's called, but they put it in their water. We don't usually do that, and we've never really had any problems without doing that. You will need a heat lamp, some sort of a heat device. We use heat lamps. You just need to monitor those because they can be dangerous. They can start fires. I know a lot of people have like heating pads that you can do also. Yeah, and then for inside their brooder, we use a 18-gallon tub, one of the storage tubs. We use one of those, and for inside of that, you can use hay. We use Bermuda hay right now when we have chicks. You can get that from a local farmer. Or you can use the shavings, the like pine shavings, I think it is. And yeah, so that's what you would really need. You know, the little feeders and waterers, the smaller ones. I mean, you don't need a real huge one unless you got a huge brooder and a lot of chicks. When will hens start laying? Well, it's usually between 16 and 25 weeks. It depends on the breed. Some breeds start real early. Like we've had some white leghorns that start laying at 16, 17 weeks old. And like Americanas, the Easter eggers, I don't know what the other ones are, but the colored egg layers, they basically will take 24, 26 weeks to start laying. So, in other words, don't get baby chicks expecting to get eggs within a few months because usually it'll be 6 months. Are brown eggs or white eggs healthier? An egg is an egg. One's not more healthy than the other. I mean, if you now if we go egg color, they're not healthier than one or the other. Basically, they're the same. Now, if you go to a farmer like us, like if you got eggs from us, which we're on this, we farm fresh eggs or nest fresh. Depending on the feed, they could be a little bit richer in flavor, but not necessarily any more healthier. They still have the same amount of cholesterol. They still have the same amount of other stuff. So brown eggs and white eggs and colored eggs all have the same nutritional value. And the husband being a chicken. Do they save you money? Not at all. Not at all. Now, okay. Depends on what your coop and your run cost you. Start off. Ours was basically free. Our coop is a tin shed that we got for free from my father-in-law. We already had the chicken wire in that. So, I mean, but that's from way past chicken coops that we had before we moved to this house. And I mean, so right now it's not costing us anything because we've already had the stuff, but and as far as feed, you know, you go through 1 to 2 bags of feed because we've got 7 turkeys and like 30-40 chickens in one pen. And turkeys eat a lot. So 1 to 2 bags of feed a week. So that's, I mean, feed can be in just the 50 pound bags. They can be anywhere from $10 to $25, $30 a bag because you get just regular, you know, chicken feed, or you can get organic, which is higher cost. So it could be anywhere from $30 to $60 a week. And so that's $120 to $240 a month for chicken feed. So it doesn't save you money. It's a hobby, basically. You know where your chicken eggs come from. That's where it saves you. Okay, and the last question number 10 is, are chickens noisy? Yeah, they can be. Especially if you have roosters. Roosters can be very, very loud. Depending on, really, all these questions depend on breed, really. I mean, other than if they save you money. But, chickens can be loud. You can get a noisy hen, too. Like, we've had several that were pretty noisy when they were either right before they were going to lay their egg or right after they were really noisy. But, as far as them being noisy, I mean, they're not anything to compare against, like a guinea hen or a guinea in general, or even turkeys. Turkeys can be a lot louder, and ducks can be even a lot louder than chickens. So, that was 10 of the most frequently asked chicken questions.
And my question about turkeys is when they're babies, they're fluffy and cute. But I had one.
Is that a question or just
The tail?
just a story?
Just a tail.
It's a tail? A tall tail?
Just
Okay.
a tail.
Okay.
It like totally. Sometimes they would like follow you, like they were like the mama, and like it would absolutely follow me.
I can actually we have a video. We have a vlog of that. One of the baby turkeys that we had hatched for a friend. Following Katie, it was so cute. So I will link that as well as the cheap, inexpensive brooder. So
It was adorable.
It was.
I missed that chick.
So we shall see you guys on the next video. But if you're new here, please subscribe and welcome.
Turn the notification bell on.
Yes. So you'll be notified when we
upload another video.
and hit the like button, comment, share. Yeah. So we will see you on the next video.